For my Things I Should Have Said video, I will be talking about social inequality that involves racism and discrimination. When I am home for the summer, I work at JCPenney in Taylor, Michigan. This past summer, we hired in a bunch of new employees because school was coming around the corner and the holidays would soon be approaching, and that is when it is the busiest. One day, I was on the register ringing up this white couple. They were very, very nice to me, and within the first minute of ringing them up, one of the new employees, that is an African American, was going to take over the rest of the transaction because it was time for me to go on my break. As my friend was about to take over for me, the customers butt in and said, "Why can't you just keep ringing?" And I answered that it was time for me to go on my break, and they did not respond. I never had a customer ask me those questions, so I decided to fold some clothes nearby until my friend was done with the transaction. As I am watching the transaction, I notice that they will not even look at my friend that is African American. I finally realize that this is why they asked me to keep ringing. Within another minute, I notice my friend is getting yelled at by them, and she calls for me for help. As soon as I go and help, one of the customers says, "This is why we want you to keep ringing us up. Those lousy African Americans do not know anything. I don't even know how she works here or gets the same amount of pay as all of you whites." I ignored that comment and finished the transaction and told them to have a good day, because that's how you're supposed to take care of customer service. An example of this being social inequality is chance and choice. When she was born, she cannot control her physical characteristics that are inherited, so that is chance. And she did not choose to be African American, and she should not be punished for it. When one of the customers said that my African American friend did not know anything and that she did not deserve to be paid as much as me, I was astonished. This is an example of social inequality involving income and wealth. Just because she is African American does not mean that she deserves to be paid less than any other race. I did not say anything because I was afraid the customers would have started to yell at me, and I knew I would not have been able to refrain from yelling back because what I saw and heard hurt me. It might have even hurt me more than the African American girl because she told me that she was used to that stuff. It just hurt me to know that people out there are still like that. I believe a couple reasons that keeps people from challenging inequalities is that people are afraid of the outcome and do not want to get themselves involved and to also be put down. That was how I felt because I could already tell that they would have yelled at me, probably got my manager and got me involved, and it just wouldn't have been good. What I wish I would have responded was explaining how that my friend is new at the job and that is why she messed up on the register, and it was not because she was African American. I would have also liked to say how great of an employee she was, and no matter the color of our skin, we should all be treated equally. And that is my experience with social inequality.